Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for your response on my previous videos. I'm very grateful for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please do subscribe to my channel below. And in this reading, we're going to look at Capricorn for March 2021. So I'm going to look at past, present and future energies. Also see if there's any advice and any predictions for outcome as well. And we're also going to clarify as we go and pull out any oracle cards as well. And in the end, I'm going to do a yes or no read. So what I'm going to do is while I'm doing the reading, think of a question that has a yes or no answer. And once I finish the general reading, I'm going to pull one card, no clarification, just one card, and we'll see if the answer to your question is a yes or a no. Also, like I always say, this is a general read, so only take what resonates. If it's not your story, please don't try to make it yours. I'm intending this for Capricorn for March 2021. It's not a cross watchers read, so if you're a cross watcher, it might not resonate with you. Please do check out my full moon reading that I did last week. It might have more messages for you if this doesn't resonate, or even if it does, there might be some additional messages there, so please do go and have a look at that one. All right, let's do Capricorn for March 2021. Spirit guide angels, what do we have for Capricorn for March 2021? What people are watching this, what do they need to know for March 2021? Capricorn, March 2021. Let's begin with Capricorn for March 2021. All right. Four of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Five of Wands, Six of Pentacles in your advice. And Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And let's see what's the outcome. What's the outcome, please? Ace of Cups, nice. Let me clarify before I say something. What's the Four of Pentacles? Seven of Pentacles. What's the Queen of Wands in the present? The Hanged Man. Five of Wands in the future. The Emperor. Give me one more card for the outcome, please. The Empress. Okay, you have the Emperor and the Empress in your reading. Nice. I'm going to use this deck here and clarify it further before I say anything. That's the Four of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles in the past. Seven of Wands. What have you been so defensive about? Okay, Queen of Wands and Hangman in the present. What's the Queen of Wands and Hangman in the present? Ten of Wands. A lot of Wands energy in your reading. A lot of fire energy. Emperor and Five of Wands in the future. What is that? Three of Cups. One more card for the outcome. Page of Cups. And we have Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Right. You know what? Sorry. You know what? You might want to check out your full moon read as well, because it was quite similar. Yeah, it was about a reunion, and I think this one is as well. So please have a look at that as well. That might be useful. Okay, so a lot of Wands energy. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. There's also Libra, Aries. I don't know what the Empress is. Is Empress an earth sign? I think that's Nine of Pentacles. I'm not sure. Or is it Leo? sorry, I'm not sure what sun sign the Empress represents, but there's a lot of, could be a fire sign, could be Aries, could be Libra, could be Taurus as well. With the, oh, I think Empress is Taurus, so yeah, could be Taurus as well. Doesn't have to be, because like I always say, that sometimes people might have a certain sun sign, but they're vibrating on a different energy. So even if they're an earth sign, they could be vibrating on a fire energy if they're feeling really passionate and they're coming towards you like that. So don't get too stuck up on the sun signs. But these are what I have here. And you do have, I really need to show this, you do have the Emperor and the Empress in your future and the outcome. So future cards is Emperor and the Empress together, and you have the Three of Cups attached to it, which is all about reunion, fun, celebration, love. You're feeling happy. And I also have Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups with the Empress and Three of Cups with the Emperor. So that's why I say that it's a love reading. Yeah, so in the past, something that you've been really defensive about, you've just been sitting there, not moving your ass at all. You've been just sitting there thinking, trying to protect yourself, trying to defend your ground, just not moving at all, just sitting there watching nothing. You had your guard up big time. You were just being defensive about it. Yeah, you straight up, you were just being defensive. You were just sitting there, not making any move, just thinking about it, contemplating. Coming into the present, you have the Hanged Man, which again can be a feeling of being stuck. But for me, when I was pulling those cards out, the energy that I'm getting from it, Hangman can also mean spiritual enlightenment. And for me, that's what it means here. Because you have 10 of Wands and Queen of Wands. You're finding your passion again. You're finding, in this situation, you're finding your stability again. You're finding, like you are leaving that defensive side behind. And because even though you were being quite defensive about it, you were on guard about it, and you were just trying to like not do anything, you were still looking back at it. You were still thinking about it. It was still on your head. It was not like that, you were doing your own thing and it just didn't bother you. It did. Of course it did bother you. You were still looking back at it all the time. You were thinking about it all the time. And just your guard was up. And coming into the present, it did give you a lot of burden, but I think you're getting rid of that burden because there's a spiritual interference, I would say. And I think you're getting rid of that burden. You're taking it to the finish line and you're putting your guard down finally. You're putting your guard down. You're becoming the queen. So you're finding your passion again. You're understanding. You're looking at the situation for what it is rather than just being up in your head and just thinking about it, looking at it, not doing anything. I think you're taking action with Queen of Wands because Wands are fire signs and fire signs are very positive. It's all about taking action, moving forward. I think you're moving forward now. You've had some illumination, you've had an enlightenment, and you want to get rid of this burden. You want to make things right. And coming into the future, you're becoming the emperor, the provider. You're finding you're coming back in your power. You want to provide for someone. You found your stability. And with Three of Cups, it's all about like reunion, and it's all about being happy, having fun, celebration, having good times. And I think you're finally getting rid of that Five of Wands, that conflict around this situation. I think it's turning into a Three of Cups. So the conflicts are turning into celebrations now. I think you're getting rid of that burden. You're getting rid of that conflict over there. Just with the Emperor energy, Emperor is a very solid person, very stable person, but he can be really arrogant and really egotistical. So that might cause some conflicts with this in this situation. So just be careful of that. But the way when I was laying the cards out, that's not the way I saw it, but it's just a side message for someone out there. But when I was pulling the cards out, that's not how I saw it. I saw it more like someone who's providing, someone who's coming back in their power, someone who's getting their stability back and getting rid of 5 of Wands. But someone out there needs to hear this. Don't let your ego come in the way of this 3 of Cups. In your advice, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Balance. Be generous. Be generous with your feelings. Like I said, don't be arrogant. Don't be egotistical. Find your balance. Be very generous with your emotions. Open up. I think it's going to, I know for Capricorn it's really hard to open up, and it's really hard to, like, I think they bottle their emotions too much, and sometimes they can be a bit pessimistic. But with all the cards coming out here, with your outcome, with everything, there's a lot of love that's trying to come to you. Don't block it with your arrogance and with your ego, and don't fight it. I said this to Leo as well in their reading. When you defend yourself from, like, when you have your guard up, like you have a really strong guard up, definitely you can protect yourself from the bad things. Yeah, sure. I mean, but still you have to think about it, that if you have a karmic lesson, which is part of your life journey, you will get it in some form or the other. So if you're supposed to learn that lesson, you will, even if you guard yourself from it, it will come in some other form, you know. But when you have your guards up really, really high, and you don't want to bring them down for anybody, sometimes you also filter out the good things. Don't block your heart so much that you cannot even get good things, you know. It's like, it's good to filter out the bad, but don't filter out the good. So find your balance in that. Find your balance and be generous with your emotions. Be generous with your feelings. Just be generous. If this is about, it looks like a love read to me, but if it's not a love reading, if it's another situation, again, don't let your ego come in the way. There's a lot of celebration and fun coming for you in the future. Don't just sit on it and just be like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? Take some action. I think I see you taking action, and I see you finally getting rid of that burden that you've been carrying, and I see some sort of spiritual interference in that. I see you get, I wouldn't say spiritual awakening, probably not that much, but some sort of enlightenment, and getting rid of that conflict, even if it's within yourself or even if it's externally. I see you getting rid of that. Just find your balance and be generous. Be generous with your emotions, and be generous with, just in general, just be generous. Open up. In your outcome, I have Ace of Cups, the Empress, and the Page of Cups. Like, I mean, come on. Empress and Emperor together, Ace of Cups, new beginning in love, a new offer coming your way. If it's about, but with 3 of Cups being there, I would say that it's a new beginning in love, fresh new energy in this situation, making you feel really happy and nurtured, and you feel like you're in a position of taking this somewhere. And Page of Cups, an offer coming to you, or you making an offer to somebody, and communication happening. It's all going to be very lovey-dovey. Let's say that. It's fun and celebrations, and it looks pretty good to me. Just don't be so defensive. Let love come in for you. That's all I would say. Just be balanced and be generous with your emotions. Open your heart up. I feel like while I'm doing this reading, I feel like the energy that I'm feeling is like a lot of blockages. Maybe your heart chakra is blocked. There are a lot of affirmations on YouTube that you could listen to. There are a lot of, you could do like a heart chakra meditation, or grounding your energy, or there's also like, you can do like a chakra meditation, like balance your chakras. But there's some sort of blockage that you might have. So maybe look into that and try to fix that. Open your heart, I would say. So let's see what the getting into the Vortex Law of Attraction cards have for you. Flawed premises can attract true unwanted evidence. If you were to hear a false premise again and again until you yourself began to believe and repeat it, Now, your own activation of the contradictory vibration would interfere with your sense of intelligence, and you would begin to attract evidence of your belief, in effect, proving the false premise to be true. And so it becomes increasingly hard for you to call this a false premise when the evidence seems to be telling you that it is true. For over time, you come to believe it is true. See, get out of your head, because you are telling yourself that, oh, it's not going to work, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. The universe is going to start showing you signs. If you think that nothing good is ever going to happen for me, universe is going to show you that, if you have trust issues, you're going to meet people who are going to break your trust. If you're always on the defense, that's the subconsciously, that's the vibration you're sending out. If you're believing in, oh, nothing good is ever happening for me, no, this, like in this case, this relationship is only going to bring me down, it's going to hurt me, you start to see that externally. Don't be so pessimistic that your subconscious mind is sending out the vibration of negativity, and that's why you're attracting negativity. If you just keep thinking that everybody's going to hurt you, everybody's just going to lie to you, blah, 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 you'll see that you'll start attracting those kind of people in your life. So just keep your vibration up, vibrate on a higher frequency. And I've seen that with Capricorns, that they are very, sometimes they can really lack self-confidence, and they can be really negative about things, and they don't realize that they are actually attracting all those things that they're trying to run away from by thinking like that. Just by changing your perception a little bit, a lot can change in your life. So there's a lot of affirmations on YouTube that you can listen to, and rose quartz is a good crystal for that. You could keep rose quartz with yourself. It helps you with self-love. It's a very healing, soft energy. So that is something that you could look into. Just keep a rose quartz with you, or keep it on your bedside. Maybe just meditate using it, or just keep it in your hand 5 minutes a day, something like that. So just think positive, basically, and don't be so guarded that you're attracting all the negative stuff. Okay, let's see what the Romance Angel Oracle cards have to say for you. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. See, I keep telling you the same thing over and over again. All your cards are telling you the same thing over and over again. Open up. Open your mind. Open your heart. Everything that just because something is not how you want it to be, or you thought it would be, that doesn't mean it's bad for you. That doesn't mean it's wrong. Sometimes what you are expecting might not actually be good for you. Just keep an open mind, keep an open heart. Don't be so defensive. Don't be so defensive. And don't come from ego. Find your balance. Find your balance. Let love come in, because love is trying to come in for you. Emperor and Empress together, it's really strong. Love is trying to come in for you. So let it happen. Okay, time for that yes or no question. So think about the question, and I will pull out one card, and let's see if it's a yes or no. See, just when I was shuffling, sorry, I have to show you this. King of Wands flew out. There's Queen of Wands here. You have a divine counterpart. This is about a soulmate. You have a divine counterpart, maybe even a twin flame. So let's see what the yes or no answer is. 10 of Swords, so it's a no. The answer to your question is a no. All right, Capricorn, I hope that was helpful. That was quite an interesting reading. Very different energy from all the other readings that I've done so far. I really want to come and give you all a hug and be like, oh, come on, it's all gonna be okay. Don't be so negative. But I think Capricorn they tend to do that. But anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. Do go back to the full moon reading that I did. It's very similar, so you might want to have a look at that one too. And I'm also going to do a mid-month energy check, and I'll probably do a new moon read as well. So do come back for those. And thank you so much for watching. do let me know in comments if you have any feedback for me, and do subscribe to my channel below. Thank you so much. Lots of love and light to you. Bye bye. Take care.